Hello everybody, I'm almost finished gaming. Welcome to One Day, One Farm on the map Alma, Missouri. I figured it's time to do another map. I've been quite busy, but I've wanted to play games and I haven't had much of a chance. So, we are on Alma, Missouri, and this is our starting farm. Lovely red house. I've slowed down time just initially to give us some, there's our sleep trigger. Just to give us some time to look at stuff really quick and see what we kind of have. So let's look at the map first. I like this map. I like the odd field shapes. I think that's kind of unique. This map is was done after Alma, Missouri. Apparently, the downtown section has buildings roughly looking like Alma, Missouri as well. So there's some unique things about this, like there's a ketchup factory, a pizzeria, a popcorn factory, a corn dryer, and things like that. We're not even going to get into those because we're not going to play this very long. Again, it's just for a single day, like in new farmer mode, so we'll see what we can get done in a single day. Looks like we own a few fields. We own field 39, 8, and 1. Which one's attached to our farmland? Are any of them? Yeah, okay, so field 1 is attached to our farmland. And what do we have that's harvestable? Right now we have 2 that are harvestable, and that looks like it's going to be wheat. Yep, and the other looks like grass. I'm sure that that's grass. So, what do we have for starting equipment? Again, I only have the garage mod installed, just so we can see easily what equipment we have. And then there is one other mod that was required, and it was a workshop mod. So small tractors, we have a John Deere. Medium, we have a Case. Large, we have a John Deere. We have a front loader and a bucket. We have a trailer for hauling grains and everything else. We have a seeder and a planter. That's cool. We have one of each. We have a quite nice harvester with a grain header as well as a corn header and a trailer. We have some equipment for grass farming. We have a windrow. We have a front and back mower. That's nice. And then we have a tedder. We have bale transport. That is cool. And we have a round baler to start with. We have a forage mixer. I think this is a small one too. Maybe it's not too small. We have a few weights. We have 3 different weights. Interesting. And then we have, oh, there is a car wash on the map, and it comes with sprayers, power sprayers, to actually wash your vehicles if you go downtown. So there is a car wash downtown. So I guess let's we got to figure out where stuff is. Let's go over here. Remove all main farm roads. That's an interesting sign. So I can see some headers out here, or at least our main header, tractor with forage wagon. Oh, there are on this map as well a bunch of sheds. So it comes with chickens, cows, sheep, and horses. I'm not sure if we actually have any yet, but let's look into here. So you can see a bunch of our equipment is in here. Baler, tractors, combine, corn header. So we will use that header first. We got our grain trailer over there. Another tractor. So this is our cow barn, I believe. Must be. It looks like we already have some cows in here. Big and small. So if we look, we have... Okay, we have multiple ages, 10 of each age, and then 10 of each age of Holstein. So we have 60 cows in total. That's nice. Let's open this up and just walk through, I guess. We probably won't have time to do anything with animals, given how big the fields look. So there's our cows. What do we have here? We have sheep and goats. It looks like we have goats in there. That's cool. Yep. Awesome. Where's the animal trigger? Oh, it's in the field. Interesting. Sorry, buddy. Oh, cute little lamb. So we start out with 90... Wow, 90 sheep and goats. 30 goats. 60 sheep. Okay. That's quite a bit. Let's get back out of here. We have a horse barn that looks like it has horses in it. We can get water. That's good. Doesn't look like we have a lot of horses. We have 5 horses to start with. So I guess one of each maybe. And then, where were the chickens? Well, the chickens were way down here. What is... okay, so let's just run over here really quick then. We'll jump through the field and run on over. We have another barn. This looks like it's for silage making. If I pop up the F1 menu, yep, compacting chaff. Looks like it's for silage. And we have another space over here. So this looks like our, well, planters, seeders, but also maintenance. If I can hit this trigger. Yeah, so this is our maintenance shop as well. Awesome. Multiple ways in and out. And somewhere were chickens, I think. So we have our grain over here. Our silos. Huge silos. Wow. I suppose we might need it if we have so many animals. This map, you would have to own, just given the number of animals you start with, you're going to need a lot of land to take care of them. Oh, that's a cool little chicken coop. I like that. And we start with 90 chickens. Wow, that's a lot of chickens. One rooster and a bunch of chickens. Okay, well then let's just get started. I'm going to go run over here and grab the combine. And we'll combine the field first. Let's me set this back to normal time at 5x. Just so from now on we're going to run at 5x. And we'll see what we can get done for this day. So let's jump into our harvester here. Nope, not the tractor. I want the harvester. There we go. Let's get it on out of this building. Get this attached. We're almost there. Nope, we're not almost there. There we go. I guess the question is, how do we get there? I mean, it looks like it's just open to drive through, so I suspect we can just go over here. Let's find out, shall we? I do like this. It's nice and open. There's plenty of space. You could add extra productions in here really easily. Even on the backside, I think there's enough space to add some productions, like right over there. So this is our grass field on the right, our corn field on the left, and our wheat field back here. And these look like they are huge fields. This might take a while. Let's just dump our trailer here. We'll get ourselves attached to the header and see what I can get done. Oh, as always, my settings are default. I have not changed any settings. So, crop destruction's on, all that good stuff. Okay, let's unfold this thing. We do have animals, so let's enable the straw swath, because we will need that. And then we can turn things on. And I am going to use GPS. So let's get that set up really quick. It's a big field. Wow. Okay, I'm going to lower the header. And we're going to start. And I'll see you when I'm done with this field. Or maybe I'll pop back in a few times. Just with how long this takes. So it's 8:17. And I'm going to get started. Here goes nothing. Oh, off to a bad start already. There we go. Now we're going. Okay, we'll see how much I can get done and I'll let you know. So we haven't even done one lap of the headland yet, and we're already full. That is crazy. So I'm gonna tab to a tractor. Let's just use this guy because it's close to where the trailer is. Take it out, go get the trailer, and then take a load of wheat over to the silos. And I have a feeling I'm gonna have to make a bunch of trips. Back this guy up. I'm not too great at this. There we go. Let's try that again. There we go. Let's run this over there and pick up a bunch of wheat. It's not going to fill this, so we don't have to run it to the silo yet. It's not going to fill this trailer. And luckily I can drive on this grass. I'm not going to wreck anything, so we're just going to drive over it. I can't believe I didn't make a full lap of the headland. And already the combine is filled up. That is a huge field. I'm not sure how much I'm actually going to be able to get done in a single day on this map. Okay, well, as this fills up, switch back to the combine. So we'll see how much this takes. Once I fill up the trailer, I'll bring it back in and we can go dump it off and see how much of the field we have left. So I'll see you in a bit. Well, this is the third time the combine has been full. And we are definitely going to fill up the trailer fully this time, I think. And you can see how much of the field I've gotten done. I think it's going to take 2 trailer fulls to finish the field. So we will let this trailer fill up and then I will go take it over to the silo. And we can see that it's just about done. Almost there. I think it's kind of funny. The grain fills up past those little holes, which is a little weird. So, okay, so let's go take this to the silo really quick. And at some point we'll sell some grain as well, just so we can go find where we can sell things. But that'll be more towards the end, I think, in this case. And here we are, dumping off the wheat. At least this trailer is pretty fast at dumping. That's kind of nice. And we'll see if we can't feed the animals as well before we finish the day with some of what we collect. At this point, I'm really hoping to be able to bale all of the straw that we spit out, the straw swath. I hope we can bale that and pick some of those up. I hope we can mow the grass field and put half of it into hay and half of it into grass. I'm not sure we're gonna have enough time. These are some big fields. Well, we'll just see where we get. Okay, well, I guess once this field is done, I think it's just going to take one more trailer load, which is probably three of the combine loads. So Stick this out of the way really quick. Come on. Man, it just doesn't feel like we're going to get everything done in a single day. Which is fine. I mean, you don't always get everything done on a farm in a single day, so that's pretty normal. But I would say, we want to get all of this harvested during the day. We want to get everything up off the ground off this field so we could then cultivate it and prep it for planting. Okay, well, I will see you when I'm done with this field. Well, we are finished harvesting all of the wheat, and honestly, it didn't take me as long as I thought it would. I thought we would be past noon in game, and it's 11:44, so we finished before I thought I would. Absolutely. So, not as bad, which it really does surprise me that this went faster. That goes down to, we actually have to get it in the trailer. There we go. Which comes down to the size of this combine. It holds quite a bit, and the header is actually pretty long, so that helps a lot. So while this is going in there, let's look at stuff. There's lots of contracts, so that pay quite nicely. But I really wanted to look at the calendar. So we're harvesting wheat, and you would want to plant, if you're going to replant wheat, obviously, you want to do that in September or October. And what you'll see is we don't have like a cultivator or a plow or anything like that. So we can't do any cultivating today unless we go buy something. I don't think we would end up being able to anyway. But if I was actually going to continue playing this map, we would have to buy a cultivator. Could buy it the next day, but we absolutely would have to buy a cultivator and eventually a plow. So it's interesting that they don't give you one, considering you're starting off with a field that you're going to harvest right away. That's interesting to me. Oops, is that going to attach even though I dropped it over there? It will. Good. So I am just going to attach this and sort of pull it off to the side. We don't need to put it away right yet. And we probably won't put it away at all, right? That's for today. What I want to do is go get this grain and put it away. And then we will pick up the baler and bale all this straw. So we're getting all the wheat put into the silos. And I think what I'll do is just leave the trailer here after it finishes. There we go. Let's detach the trailer. Come on, did I do it? Nope. Q. There we go. Detach the trailer. And let's go pick up the baler in this shed over here. If I remember right, that's where I saw it. Yep, there she is. Nice little John Deere baler. And I'm hoping it has everything it needs. Yep, it already has bale wrap. Bale wrap? So you can do silage with this as well? Oh. I was not aware of that. Okay, that's interesting. I rarely do silage. So... Huh. I think that means we could do silage with this. I don't see a way to just bale, like, grass versus hay and not wrap it as silage. Well, let's turn automatic drop on. And turn on the baler. Lower the baler. And then I will get started picking all this up. And I'll see you when we're done and we'll see how much we get. Okay, away we go. Well, we're picking up the last little bit. There's nothing else in this field. And we are awash in straw bales. We did 44 bales of straw off this field. And they're only 5,000 liter bales, and we have 3778 in the pickup in the baler right now. So, and it's 2:15 on the clock in game time. I'm not going to be able to get a whole lot done. I still have to pick up all these bales to prep this field to be like cultivated to be able to plant like on the next day, the next in-game day. Now the mowing could absolutely wait. I'm not sure if I want to wait, but I might just go hook up the mower now. Let's detach this. Tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to get the bale picker-upper first, and I'm going to pick up some bales, maybe 1 or 2 rounds, and then I will get started mowing. So I'll see you over at the barn. So I just went looking for the bale picker-upper, and I couldn't find it, and I drove through the shed looking for it, and I just noticed it was around the back. So let's get attached to it and get it over there. We don't have to go into operating position quite yet, so I'll see you when I get over to pick up bales. Okay, we are just about ready, so let me put this in operating position, and I think that's all I have to do. And then I can run around and pick up bales, and we'll see how well this works. Yeah, easy. I think I've used this bale picker-upper once before, but it's been a while. So I'll pick up a load and I'll bring it back when we're going to unload this thing. This is the last bale we need to pick up for a full load. And that looks like it's about half the field. So let's go find a place to drop this off. And we'll kind of make our way back. Maybe we'll put it behind or alongside the horse barn. Why unloads? Yeah, why unloads? So we'll put it behind the horse barn, and then we will get the mowers, and we'll start mowing the field. And see if we can at least get the field mowed. Because it's now about 3 o'clock in-game. So, where do I want to put these? Maybe not here, because there's stuff. I mean, we'll put it alongside this bunker for now. Or like right here, maybe. So why? There we go. Unload these guys. Unload bales here. And I think do I drive? I can't remember if I drive a little bit. It might make it a little easier. There we go. And then we can lower the platform. Put it back into its regular mode. Boy, that takes a while, doesn't it? Do. Yeah. So we will just leave this here. Detach that. And let's grab the mowers. So we definitely need to drop this weight. I think here is fine. We'll put the front mower on first and then the back mower. If I can get myself lined up in here. A little hard to see. And now the back mower. Yippity-doo-dah. We're getting her done. Looks like we're lined up pretty well. So we will... I think I can do Control X to unfold both. Yeah, I remembered. Look at that. Oh, and this looks like it will do the straw swath automatically as well. Will it? I'm not sure. Will it recognize if I try and do GPS for this field? It will. Good. I tend to do better with GPS, so we will just kind of get lined up here. And control, gee, do I want the back group? I want the back group. Toggle work mode, wide spreading, so control Y. So some of this we want wide and some of it we don't. Oof. I mean, we're gonna, wide mode is fine, because you know what, we're gonna have to come back and TED it and windrow it anyway. So we'll just turn everything on, and then we will lower everything with a V. Hit our mark, and away we go when we're mowing. So I will mow all of this up, and I will come back to you when we're done, and we'll see how long it takes. It's now just a little after 3 in game, so we'll see how long this takes. So I just had a thought. I know, crazy, right? So by leaving it like this, we would windrow it, and then we would collect it as hay and not grass. But in order to get silage, and the baler has a fur or a wrapper on it so it could ferment, we would have to bale the grass, I believe. So I'm going to change this output mode, control Y, to swath drop. And essentially what we have here then is all of this outside stuff can be tedded, then windrowed and picked up, and that could be used for the hay. And then this stuff can be used for either grass or silage. That's now my thought, and I can't remember how much of each we would need, so I figured I may as well just do the rest of this in swaths, so it just gives us something else. Like, we'd have to anyway, I guess is what I'm saying, or we'd have to do some double the work. So once I get all this done, I'll come back, but it's almost 4 p.m. in game, so I tend not to like work after 5 p.m. in game, but in this case I'll get this field done and we'll see what time it is. So this is the mowing just about done, which is great. All those rows are nice, so I think what I want to do is turn this off. I think I did that right. Did I? Will it fold up the front one? I hit Control X, so I guess not. Oh, V. Now we can exit. So I'm going to go get this put away, I think. Do I need the front weight for the baler? You know what? I want to run some bales, because I'm not sure how it works with silage in that baler, or wrapping in that baler. So let me drop this off here, and I'll just leave the front mower attached. So we can kind of see what this does. Like, how does it know? Is it just going to wrap all of them? Do I even get an option to not wrap? That's what I'm wondering. So let's hide those lines really quick. So let's turn this on. We'll drop it. It's now picking up. Oh, the first one's going to be straw. I have an idea. What we can do is just pick up random bits from here, and then go drop it in the other field. Wait till it gets to 100. Oh, it was almost there. Because this is going to come out as straw. There, we lift the header up. Can go drop the straw bale off in this field. There we go. Okay, so now we can go do this and wrap it. So let's see what this does. I think by default it's just always going to wrap it. I don't see a way to not wrap it. So if I pick this up, it's going to be grass like I thought. And then I think when it fills up, it's just going to wrap the bale and drop it wrapped to make silage. And we'll just see in a second as it does it. Yeah, so I wonder what you would do. Maybe you have to unload? Can you unload that stuff from here? Because you definitely want some grass bales and hay bales and silage bales. So I'm not sure what I would do. I'm not sure if I can drop the stuff out of the baler. So we'll turn the baler off for a second and unfold it and fold it up after this is done, just to see what we can do. Because these absolutely will turn into silage, right? I mean, they are fermenting, and they're 3,500. So let's raise this, fold it. There we go. Can we unload? Turn on, reset, lower pickup, unfold baler, select camera, activate, bale counter. So we can't unload the bale wrapping or anything else. So we would not be able to collect straw or grass bales with this. Interesting. So I'm going to drop this and go pick up... there's no way I'm going to get all this done. Because it's almost 5 in-game, and I like to generally be done by 5. I kind of try to play a semi-realistic. If I was playing this as a real playthrough, what I would have done is I would have done the first few rows of the combine myself, and then I would have put that on a worker so I could start mowing the field. So we could have gotten all of that done together, probably even picked up and either tedded and or put into silage or whatever with that. So but I'm trying to do what I can do, just to see how much I can get done in a single run. So because I don't think that has a pickup on it, does it? Let's get out of this really quick. Does this have a pickup on it that will pick up? Turn on front loading tool? Oh, this is how we would pick up. How does this work? Okay, now I'm really curious. I've never used this. So let's just go into the field. It looks like it's... So do I just turn it on with B? Turn on front loading tool, B. Do I have to... So what does it do with it? I'm really confused. Like, I know I can pick up hay and stuff. At least I thought I could. I really don't understand what this does. Like, all I'm doing is picking up a bucket full of grass. Oh, is this a shredder? I bet that's what it is. Yeah, I think this shreds. I mean, this is just going to be grass, right? But... okay, I think that just shreds. So Does the back have a pickup? Turn on mixer. No, see, the back does not have a pickup either. So let's switch back to this guy. We are gonna get rid of these things off of our tractor. Go get our front weight again. And I just want to go sell some of that wheat so we can see where some of the sell points are. So let's pick up this weight. I mean, ideally, we would have gotten all that work done today and been able to drop off some hay or grass to whatever needed it, whether it was the horses or the goats, some feed for the chickens. Like the feed for the chickens we could do with this easily enough. But yeah, so this is a big farm, right? So can I unload this somewhere? How do I don't want to unload here. Start filling R. I forgot how to do it. That's funny. It's been a while. I have extra tooltips usually turned on from a mod when I play. Yeah, that's full. Okay, so we could give a little bit to the chickens. I mean, we may as well give a little to them. They'll take some wheat. I noticed something else, so let's give them some food. I actually don't know how much they take. They take a lot. So if you look in the upper right, it says we have 99,793. So we're being charged money for something. And I had a look at finances. And what we find is water costs. So some of these barns have automatic watering, so we are getting charged an hourly fee for water. Just a heads up. Not great, but not bad either. I mean, it just means we don't have to haul the water around, which is great. But we are getting charged for it. So let's fill this back up. No, not dump, not dump. I want to fill. There we go. And let's look at where we can sell some of this wheat. I know we're not going to get great prices, so we have the grain mill and the grain sell point. So where are those places? So I suppose I should probably tag them. So if we tag this and look at the map, can I just say, I forget. Yeah, it won't take me to it. But if we look, it's that way. So it is over here somewhere. There it is. So that's the grain mill. So where is the next one? Where's the grain sell point? And that is that direction as well. Oh, they're very close to each other. So that's the grain mill, and that's the grain sell point. So let's go sell some at both. And, because I kind of want to do a drive. Oh, there's a pond out here we can get water at. Don't know why we would need to. We have, like, a water point out there, so. And what is this circular thing? So let's drive down, hit this circular thing, because I'm just curious what it is. And then we will go sell it here, sell here, and then maybe do a drive of the town, so to speak, just to see what it looks like. I think that sounds good to me. So first let's take a look at what this is down here to the left. Ooh. Already went by it. There we go. Now we're good. Now we're hitting it. What is this down here? Is this just a decorative road? with a little space down here, or a pond or something. That's kind of what it looks like it might be. Oh, that's the manure pit. Okay. I think that's what that is the manure pit. Yeah, it must be. Okay. Yeah, I had no idea what that was. So I suppose it's good we checked that out. Okay, let's go sell some of this wheat, about half of it, and then we'll sell half to the other location. So when I get there, I'll bring you back. I'll see you in a few seconds. So I think we're coming into the first sell point. If I remembered where it was. Yeah, so this is the first sell point. Let's drive in here and sell about half of this, I think. As best as we can judge. Seems to be about half, maybe a little more than, less than half. I mean, we got 15,000, that's quite a bit. We're just kind of messing around. So the other one is up where those tall things are, and I'm wondering if I can scooch through somewhere. Like, maybe drive through here. So I don't think it's here where I would sell it. Maybe it is here. But I thought the dot was highlighted elsewhere. Yeah, see, let's look at the map really quick, because I thought it was highlighted here. Oh, is this for the train? This is for the train, Grain Silo West. I bet you where I am right now is for the train. Okay, yeah, we don't want to sell at the train. We want to sell here. Because then I have to call the train, and I don't want to deal with that. So I was right to check, so this is the correct spot. And we'll get this sold. And yeah, it was more than half, which is fine. So I'm going to take a drive up to the right really quick before we drive back down. I'm going to drive all the way up and then turn around and come down, and I'll show you what the drive of the town looks like. So where I am now is kind of the end of the town. So I'm just going to try and turn around here. This poor guy's field. And we'll drive back through the town and take a look at stuff. See how things look. So we can see there's a giant ketchup bottle. So those are ketchup factory, I'm assuming. And I think coming this way, popcorn. That's kind of cool. We got a popcorn factory. Something to do with corn. Oh, right back here, that's where the car wash is. It has the two sprayers. So it looks like the train comes through town as well, which is kind of cool. And then this is the downtown. We got the dairy, got the bakery, we got a supermarket, bank. I'm assuming all the sell points are in the back. Yeah, I believe so. Auto repair. There's the pizzeria. There's the tailor shop. Vehicle trader. So that must be where you would buy and sell vehicles. Yep. Great. And then they must spawn out the back since we're in the front. Yeah, there's plenty of space in the back for them to spawn out the back. But yeah, so that's the town, basically. I mean, now we've come to the end of it. It's a very small town. So, not bad. I think the edge of the map could be better. Like, you look out. I guess when you're looking out this way, it looks fine because you just see trees. But when you get to the road, it's obvious that that's the edge of the map. Which that feels a little weird, but I think this is where I have to turn. Is that right? Yeah, this is where I need to turn to get back to the farm. So I will see you back at the farm in a minute. We are just turning back into the farm. So, what are my thoughts on this farm? A little mixed, actually. So, let me get out of this truck and we'll talk. So, yeah, I think this is a bit mixed for me. I do like the farm. I like the layout. I like that it comes with like lots of animals and stuff, but you don't have all the right equipment like for a brand new player. Like if someone hasn't played this game super often, which maybe that doesn't happen all that often if you're going to go download custom maps and play, but it might. You definitely don't have all the equipment you need. That said, are these direct drill? Let's look at these seeders really quick and planters. Because if these are direct drill, then we wouldn't need... So that's the Ultima. It doesn't say there, but we can go look at the shop in a second. And that's the planter. So let's look at the shop. Where are our seeders? So that was this, I believe. Is that that? Yeah, that is that. And this is direct drill, so there is no cultivating needed. So we don't need a cultivator to replant wheat and stuff like that. So I was wrong. I maybe should have looked at that first, but that's okay. And then we have this guy, which also... weights in the tractor are required for use. Is that the one that we have? Let me go look at the garage again. Yeah, the Keverland. Plants, yep. Wheel weights are needed. So this one we would need to cultivate before using. So we don't have a cultivator. So after we harvested the corn, which I believe is next month, let's just go out to the cornfield. Can't tell. When does corn harvest? When is the corn harvest? 2 months. So you would have time to, and then you don't plant for quite a while. So there would be plenty of time. Wow. I'm lost in the corn. That's kind of funny. Hello. Are you lost in the corn, sir? I bet you are. That's absolutely hysterical. I like that. That's funny. Okay, let's... I'm not going to stand in the corn. I want to zoom back to, like... Let's just visit the horses. Yeah, so... we would not need a cultivator right away. We would need one after we harvested the corn, but that's not going to be for a few more months. I still don't understand how we're supposed to get grass bales, because we could tether, right, and then we could windrow, and we could pick that up, and I think that would become hay, because I don't think you can pick up hay and have it wrapped for silage. I think that's just grass. So what I don't understand is how you're supposed to get grass on this map, because of the baler is auto set to, you know, pick up and wrap those bales for silage. So yeah, I do like all the animals. So right away, we don't have enough to feed anyone. Almost positive we don't have enough to feed all the animals, maybe. I didn't have enough time to actually go do that, but there's a lot of animals on the farm. So, but at least it comes with a mixer, and we could mix and make our own TMR and all that good stuff, which is good. There's a couple bunkers, which I don't know that we actually need the bunkers because it has a wrapper, but it is what it is. So I think that's going to do it. Not sure what else there is with this map, really. We could take a quick look. It is laid out kind of interesting. All the farmland is sort of in the middle. Most of the sell points are over to the left of the map. There's a few, like up here, the biogas plant, which you can't get electricity from. You can get something else from it. Sawmill is in the upper left. Same with the... oh, you can do the grain elevator museum. So, same like Riverbend Springs. You could... I am now assuming that there are collectibles to find, and you find them and give them to the museum and deliver all the stuff. Maybe there aren't collectibles. Maybe you just deliver everything. It would seem weird, but I don't remember the map saying there were collectibles, so... Yeah, well, that'll do it with the rickety old grain museum. There's not much else to see. It's an interesting map. Farms down in one corner, everything else is over on the left side. So I might pick this map up and play it. I enjoyed it. I would probably switch out some equipment. I don't know. You never know. But it doesn't feel like we have all the equipment we need to run the farm right now, as it is. And I definitely couldn't get everything done in a day doing it by myself. So I would definitely have to hire a worker or see about doing it over multiple days for some of it. So, well, that'll do it. So until next time, take care of yourself, be kind to yourself, and be kind to others, and we'll talk to you later. Hope you liked it. Bye.